Oh, you thought I was a simp, huh? Bitch, found out a nigga been a pimp, huh? Bitch, oh, you late this month on rent, huh?
Yeah, man. What's good? What's good? What is good? Accountability. Is accountability a woman's kryptonite? Hope everybody enjoying a Friday afternoon. Get it in. Gonna hurt some feelings tonight. Is accountability a woman's kryptonite? You know what y'all think about that cover art right there? That shit hard. That shit hard. That need to be a real movie. Ah! Blockbuster. Accountability. So I want to know what y'all think, but let me get my perspective on it. Get right into it. Accountability, man, in my opinion, is every woman's kryptonite, right? I think every woman's biggest fear is accountability. I'm not even gonna say every woman, right? From my experience, most of the women that run from accountability, the majority of them didn't have their fathers in their life. From my personal experience, for the most part, I've noticed the women. CC, what's good? I noticed most of the women that I've come in contact with that have an issue with taking accountability. When I do a little digging, I realize that even if they did have their father in their life, their father wasn't a strong, competent, masculine male presence in their life. And what I mean by that is, as a little girl, I have two daughters, right? And as a little girl, if you grow up in a household where pretty much mama wear the pants, where mama say go, right? And you have a masculine mother, right, with a effeminate father, or as I like to call them, simps, right? Your daddy was a simp. He wasn't a pimp, he was a simp. You know, even when he tried to put his foot down, he tries to enforce structure and discipline in the family structure. Mama ain't having it. Mama do what she want, mama say what she want. Now, as a little girl growing up, you seeing that. Tony, salute. They can protest all they want, Tony. That'd be a good movie, man. I'm telling you. It would do numbers in the box office. I promise you it would. Um, but yeah, they run from accountability. The majority of women that I've dealt with, because the father figure in their life when they were growing up, you know what I mean? Either they didn't have their biological father in their life, or if they did, he was a simp. He was a simp. So she didn't respect him, right? So she learns through her upbringing, right? I'm breaking down the psychology, right, of a woman, the average woman who runs from accountability and why they do it. Um, this is not to bash women. This is just to spread awareness that a lot of the issues that we deal with in our community stem from childhood traumas that were never healed or we never moved on from. We never dealt with them. And accountability is a result of that, or the lack of accountability, right, is the result of that. So I think we've all in life, whether it's been our mothers, our sisters, our cousins, our aunts, our teachers, the lady at the grocery store, whatever, right? At some point, I think in all of our lives, male or female, we've had an unhealthy or unproductive encounter um, with a male or female that just refuses to take accountability, right? Could be dead fucking wrong, but they'll never take accountability. Now, back to the childhood aspect of it. If you take a woman that was raised in a household with no man, no masculine energy, right? She's fucked. She's fucked. Usually those type of women, there was no man around because your mother will run them off. Your mother's masculine. Uh, she's just annoying. She's overbearing. She's too much. Like it's just like it's not worth it, right? You know what I mean? That pussy ain't worth it. I don't care how good it is, it ain't worth the headache. So some would hit and quit it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's where it stems from, right? You need both. It took masculine and feminine energy to create you. It's going to take that to rear you up and to prepare you for life so you can be balanced. Most women today aren't balanced, right? They see everything from a feminine perspective, right? Which is emotion and ego, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. But the issue is that you're unbalanced. Meaning in any situation in life, you need to be balanced. You need to see, you need to be able to view it from the masculine and the feminine. And in order to do that, you would have to have had experience with the masculine and feminine. You would have to have seen your mother and father interact with each other, right? And your mother being in her feminine and your father being in his masculine. So when you come out to the world, that's how you view the world. For example, a woman who had her mother and her father in her life, and the father was, you know, the leader. He was a good leader, right? Mom submitted to him. She was feminine. She was nurturing. She was caring. Dad was strong. He was a good leader. He was competent, right? He provided structure and discipline in the household, right? So you're going to be a more well-rounded person. So when you go out into the world, right, and you have to interact in your community, you're doing that from an aspect of being 360, you're full circle. So no matter whether it's male, female, whatever, you can better navigate certain situations in life based off of that foundation that your parents gave you. Now you take a woman who was raised by just her mom, right? And her mother was not a good example of what a woman should be. What is she teaching that little girl, right? The aunts, the sisters, all the women in her life that she's around, if they all act the same and conduct themselves the same, in her mind, she's going to come to the conclusion that this is just how women operate. This is how women are. So this is how I should be. This is how I should conduct myself. Because all the women that I look up to or that are teaching me or I'm learning from, this is how they behave. And if every woman in my community behaves the same way, what other conclusion can that little girl come to than, okay, this is just how women are and this is how we supposed to act? If she's never been exposed to anything different, what conclusion do you expect her to come to? So if she's never seen a woman take accountability in her life and she's not forced to take accountability for anything, what do you think she's going to do when she becomes an adult? So at the end of the day, all this, like, it's a lot of talk on social media. It's a lot of talk online. You got all these podcasts and, you know, everybody, oh, these women this and these women that, all these men ain't shit. Okay, but how do we get here? How do we get to this point, right? We can point the finger all day and, well, it's this person's fault, or they shouldn't have did this, or they shouldn't have did that. Or, cool, I give you that, right? But at the end of the day, how do we fix it? What's the remedy? How do we get remedy? How do we get resolved? Because that's what I don't hear nobody talking about. How do we fix the problem? We know what the issues are, right? We know what the problems are. Okay, cool. Now, how do we fix it? How do we change it? Now, when I say we, I mean as a collective. But ultimately, it's the work is not for the men, right? Because we've been forced to take accountability our entire lives. Even if I try to not take accountability, you know, I'm forced to. By my peers, you know, by societal norms and expectations, you know, by women, by everybody. As men, we can't make excuses. Men that make excuses, oh, he ain't shit, nigga, oh, he a bum, oh, he a brokey, all this shit, right? But let's flip the gender, then it's like, oh, well, we don't know her situation and oh, postpartum, oh, well, she could have had a rough child. There's excuses that are what's the word I'm looking for? People will make excuses, right, for women that they don't even need. They don't even need these excuses. But people will manufacture bullshit excuses for the behavior and for the lack of having, you know, poor character. These are developmental issues, right? A grown ass, fully developed woman, right, in full majority, physically, that refuses to take accountability for her words and actions, that means mentally you are still a child. Because that is what children do. Children run from accountability. Because what is accountability? Accountability is somebody coming to you with an issue, right? And I have this issue because of something you said or something you've done. If you didn't say what you said or did what you did, we wouldn't be having this conversation, right? So something that you're saying or that you're physically doing is negatively affecting me, and I'm addressing it because I want it to stop. And instead of you saying, okay, I can see where you're coming from, because when things are done to me or said to me that I don't like or negatively affect me, I address it. I expect somebody to change the behavior, right? If they want to continue to be in my life. So I would expect others to, you understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I want, or that's what I expect. So it shouldn't be far-fetched for someone else to expect the same thing from me. But modern day women they have a lot of narcissistic traits. I'm not gonna say they narcissists because a lot of people throw that word around. They don't know the definition, or half of them can't even fucking spell the word, let alone know the true definition of narcissism, right? And just because somebody has or female has narcissistic traits doesn't necessarily mean that she is a narcissist. You have to be having a clinical evaluation, right? You have to be evaluated by a professional. And then that way they can determine whether or not they can diagnose you with narcissism, right? Which there is no cure for. That's the main thing I want y'all to take away from it. There is no cure for narcissism for a male or female who has been diagnosed with narcissism, they are fucked. They're fucked. So the best thing that you can do, right? If you are in a relationship, in a marriage, you just started talking to a female, whatever, this for the fellas, right? Give me y'all game. It's free game. If you dealing with a woman and she exudes any narcissistic traits, look up narcissism, look up the traits, right? Any woman that you are dealing with or that is in your life, I don't care if it's your mama, your sister, your cousin, I don't care who the fuck it is. Any woman that exudes these narcissistic traits, just know they will never change. They can't. So no matter how fucked up they are, they're going to remain that way till they dying day. Now, the women who did have their fathers in their life, right? They were masculine. They were competent, right? They showed them, right, what true masculinity is, right? They forced them to take accountability, because this is what a masculine father does. He forces his daughter to take accountability because she doesn't want to do it, but under his roof and under his leadership, right? She has no choice. She has to conform. She has to submit. She's forced to submit. And this is from a child. Now, once she becomes an adult, right? She's not going to have an issue. Not saying it in, her female nature just cuts off. No, she still wants to be argumentative. She still wants to be combative. That's female nature in itself is pure fire. That's why it has to be controlled. And I'm not saying that women need to be controlled in the aspect of, I tell you what to do and you got to listen. No, you don't have, okay, put it like this. Women, a man can't tell me what to do. Okay, cool. But the average woman that says that, when you look at her life, when you look at the decisions that she chose to make with this free will, with this freedom, what decisions has she chose that has been beneficial to her? None. When left up to their own devices, they always destroy. Everything they touch, they destroy, including themselves. This is why you need the mother and the father to balance that woman out. If not, she will never take accountability, because once she gets out to the world, once she becomes an adult, there is no institution, there is no person, there is nothing that exists that will force her to take accountability. Now, you could argue the court system, you could argue the penal system, but at the end of the day, they still don't have to submit to that. They can still buck the system. There's consequences, right? Which they're not used to. And that's what accountability is, right? Consequences. But it's you, the woman, you taking accountability. That's you accepting the consequence. I know that if I do X, Y, Z, this is the result. So if I do it, already knowing what the outcome could be or most likely will be, and I still choose to do it, by me taking that action, I am accepting the outcome. So when it comes time to pay the piper, when it comes time to take accountability, there should be no, well, wait a minute, hold up. Well, let's talk about this. Nah, ain't shit to talk about. That age-old saying, you do the crime, you got to do the time. You do the crime, you got to do the time. Everything I ever did in life, right? I knew what the possibilities could be. Oh man, I know if I hit this little lick, man, I know this shit could go left. Can I live with that? Can I live with the outcome of it? You know what I'm saying? How this could play out? Yep, fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take whatever comes with this. I'm willing to take it and deal with it, including losing my life. I'm willing to risk my life, right? So that's accountability, because no matter whatever action I take, I'm willing to accept the consequences of it. And as a man, I respect that. I don't condone certain behaviors, but if you're going to engage in certain behaviors and you're willing to accept what comes with that, I can't do nothing but respect that.
But the issue is, at the end of the day, we gotta stop simping, because these women don't take accountability for their words and actions because the men accept it. As men, right? Stand up men. Stop simping. You got to get on your pimp shit. And the pimping ain't got nothing to do with you whooping a woman ass and send her out on the blade. Nah, it's about the mentality, right? The way you think, the way you move, the things that you accept from a woman, the things that you don't accept from a woman. That's what makes you a P. The jerry curls and the hats with the leopard print and the shoes and that's that back in the day black exploitation shit. We talking modern day, ism. What works for you when dealing with these females? What works for you? What gets the result that you're looking for? What's P to me might not be P to you, but that's cool. Game is game. If it works for you, hey, do it. If it don't, leave it where it's at. But they don't take accountability because we don't force them to. I'm gonna tell you how you force them, and it's not with actual force. It's with the lack of force, right? It ain't physical. I'm gonna tell you what this is. It's this simple, y'all. If we all decide, right, that any woman in my life that refuses to take accountability for her bullshit, I'm gonna cut her off. I'm gonna treat her as if she doesn't fucking exist. You get no phone calls, you get no text, you ain't get no dick, you ain't get no fucking attention. I'm gonna treat you as if you don't even fucking exist. That's all you gotta do. If they truly respect you and truly want you in their life and value you in their life, they're gonna correct the behavior. Because a woman's number one currency is attention. Let's say that one more time. A woman's number one currency is attention. So if you take the attention away, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna fall the fucking line. They can run their mouth all goddamn day long. Try it. Just try it. You're welcome. They're gonna check that shit quick. But the issue is, we all have to do it. The reason why fuck him, I ain't tripping that, because they got options. They got another man they can go to for attention. Oh, he don't want to give me no attention. I got another one I can go to. I got another one. But these are the simps. These are the simps. These are the men that they don't want, but they're using them. They're place fillers. They're seat fillers. I just have you here to entertain me until the man that I am interested in comes along or gives me some attention. That's a sad position to be in. To be a woman's doormat. Exactly, Tony. Exactly. And let me say this, because I'd be surprised at how many brothers out here just be lost, especially the youngins, man. The younger brothers, they be lost. They be lost. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, whatever, with a woman, right? And out of the blue, her whole shit just changed. She started moving different. She being disrespectful. She being short with you. She being stingy with the pussy. Like just total, 180 on you. I don't understand, baby. I thought we was good. No, because everything is an issue. Everything is a problem. She got another nigga. She got another nigga, right, that she wants to be with, and she's trying to get rid of you, right? But she can't just leave you because then she looks like the bad guy. I got to make you the villain. I got to make you the bad guy. So I'm going to cause drama. I'm going to cause issues, right? I'm going to do things to spark your anger or to spark your frustration, right? Now I can step back. Oh my God, look at how he's acting. Look at how he's treating me, y'all. He's a bad person. He's a bad husband. He's a bad boyfriend. They're looking for any excuse to get the fuck away from you. I'm telling y'all. She got another nigga. but they're so cowardice, right? And they're so manipulative, and they don't take accountability, and they're more concerned about their public image, right? What people think about them. What will people think if I just up and leave my good man, right, for Tyrone? I can't just leave this good man that's been taking care of me, all these children for 10, 15 years, right? 20 years for Big Dick Tyrone that I met, you know, at the bar last Monday or some shit, like whatever, right? So I'm just giving y'all some game. You with a woman, everything seems like it's going good. Everything's, you know, it's just, yeah, we good. And out of the blue, she just switch up on you. She fucking with somebody else. She fucking with somebody else. She don't want you no more. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because as men, when we love for real. It's genuine. All the ladies out there, I don't give a fuck you get any feelings you want. I don't give a, this is the truth. When we really love a woman, we love for real. That shit never, we could break up, fuck you, bitch. I'll fuck you, nigga. But that love is still there. That never goes away. We just fight it. And what happens over the years, you keep, if this is how men get destroyed and get turned. How you think we get turned into pimps? How you think we get turned into players? Y'all do it. So it's like, once again, accountability. Everything that a woman complains about a man, a woman has created. All these men out here sassy, they this, that, and the third. Who raised them? Then it's crickets. We know it wasn't daddy, because the men ain't shit, right? We ain't shit. We won't take care of our children, right? So we can take daddy off the table. Who raised him? He ain't been around nothing but women his whole life. Who raised him? Who he see wearing bonnets? Who he see snapping, rolling their neck, and he acts just like his mama. And you don't like it. Why? Because it's a turn off. Because you're not a feminine woman, but you're still a woman. You're a heterosexual woman. You're attracted to men, but you're not attracted to. It's no different than, as a man, I'm not attracted to you know, dykes or butches or what they call studs. I don't see a stud. I'm like, damn, she look good. Because then that would be weird, because she's trying to present herself as me. So if I'm attracted to a woman presenting herself as a man, basically I'm attracted to men. So it's the same thing with women. They're not attracted to men that present themselves as women or act feminine. That's a turn off. So it's the same thing for women. They don't want to hear that though. Shogun, what's good? They don't want to hear that. Girl, he act more feminine than me. He arguing back and forth with me like a female, because that's what he was raised by. So he is a female. He just got a penis. Look, he don't bleed everybody, but he be spatting. I'm spatting. He might need a tampon, shorty. You know what I'm saying? He might need to borrow your summer's eve kit. You know, you got under the sink and shit. Like, but these are the men that are out here today, right? Can't change a tire. You know, they gonna go back and forth with you. They gonna argue with you. They gonna put their hands on you. Why? Because they just like you. They're effeminate men. They're not masculine. They don't even know what a masculine man looks like. They never seen one. All the men in their community, they was raised by their mother too. They didn't have no men around to teach them how to be men. This is why fathers are important. The same shit y'all be complaining about, y'all created it. And then at the same time, don't want to take accountability. Y'all see this monster behind these women, these city girls in this clip, in this movie trailer? All that destruction that you see in that image, they caused it. They caused it. The monster that's chasing them, the accountability monster, they created that. Their lack of accountability created this monster and all this chaos. And instead of taking accountability for it, and you got to slay the beast because you created the beast, they don't want to do that. You know what they do? They run. She's a runner. She's a track star. She gonna run.
But where are you running to? Where are you running to? Because there's no way you can run. You can run all you want. As soon as you get tired and turn around, guess what? That motherfucker's still right there. Rah, take accountability, bitch. No, never. And they just run till they get old, ran through, washed up, don't nobody want them. Now they're forced. What Kevin Samuels called the brick wall. Now they're forced to take accountability. Ain't no more simps that's coming to save them, right? Because that's what we getting to, right? Our parents' generation, it was plenty simps out here. That was the average decent looking woman's life. I'm gonna whore myself out in my prime years, right? My teens, my 20s, and in my 30s, right? My options in top tier men is declining, right? They don't want to fuck me no more. So I take what I can get, which is what? The simps. The men that I've been playing to the left, that I haven't been giving no attention. They ain't never, you know what I'm saying? The men that I should have been dealing with from jump, because they're actually going to care about me and treat me right. But I don't want that. I want the man that every other woman wants. And they don't want that man because they actually like the man. They want the man because of the image, the public image that it gives, the clout, the status. These women are chasing status because they're broken. Even if they get the status, they still are unhappy. They're still miserable. Because the thing that they think is going to give them fulfillment will never do it. It will never do it. So accountability is a woman's kryptonite. It is. And I force these bitches to take accountability. If you're going to be in my fucking life, right, you have to take accountability, or I'm going to dismiss you. You dismiss. Your services are no longer needed. You're being terminated. What? You can't. What? And then cut her the fuck off. No calls, no texts, no attention. Treat her as if she is a ghost. She does not exist. She is either going to change, fix the behavior, or she going to move the fuck around. Regardless, you dodged a bullet. You did the Matrix back. You know what I'm saying? Trinity, help! You did the Matrix. You dodged a bullet. I'm not one of them content creators that is going to tell you, oh yeah, just recreational use only. Why the fuck would you recreationally use this woman? God forbid that you recreationally use her and then she gets pregnant, whether it's your child or not. Now you in some shit that you don't, you see what I'm saying? Why even put yourself in that situation when she can possibly say, oh, he the daddy? Now there's legislation that's being changed, things that's happening now to, you know, negate that. But you got men that have raised children. I'm talking about 18 plus years, child support, you know, just even if the child's under their roof and they're not paying child support, raising the child is not your, that's the ultimate form of betrayal. To lie to a man and tell him that this seed is his, this child is his, and it did not come from his loins. That baby ain't come from my nutsack. That's not my blood. That's not my pedigree. That's not my lineage. You have people right now today that have inherited, right? Their inheritance came from someone who's not even related to them. The true heirs are broke. And the fake heirs are living a lap of luxury. Why? Because a trifling bitch lied. She did not take accountability. I want to have my cake, eat it too, and save the rest for later. That's modern women, the majority. And when I say modern, meaning this modern Western feminist ideology that, you know, the social media, that's really what fucked these bitches up. It didn't get this bad until social media. When all these social media platforms start popping up and women realize, okay, this is a way for me to get some free attention, that's what destroyed them. Because before that, you had to physically get your ass up, get dolled up, and leave your fucking home to get some attention from men. You want some male validation and attention, you had to actually do some work. Now I can sit my ass at home, right? Lay around all fucking day, just be on my phone, right? Be on my tablet, whatever, and I can get male attention. Men just hitting me up left and right from all types of platforms. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, you're so, oh, damn, baby. Oh, what's the cash app? Oh, so what do you think that's going to do to a woman? You take the average woman, right? My bad, y'all. Got a phone call. Like I was saying, man, accountability is a woman's kryptonite, but it's only a woman's kryptonite if she refuses to take accountability. And it's always at their own detriment. Why? Because at the end of the day, you taking accountability is what builds character. These bitches got poor character, right? They're not good people. I don't give a fuck what image they want to portray. They're not good people. They're users and abusers. There's no positive, no good, right? They're not an asset to their families and their communities. They're just leeches. They're vampires, succubuses. They add no value, none. They're not good mothers. They're not good teachers. They're not good listeners. They do nothing that's positive. Do they do well? All the negative, evil, wicked shit, oh, they do that shit like they're experts. I don't know how to keep a man, but I damn sure know how to run one off. I don't know how to respect a man, but I damn sure know how to disrespect one. I don't know how to love a man, but I damn sure know how to hate one. Everything that hell have no fury like a woman scorned. That's a t-shirt. Because a scorned woman, right, is worser than any fucking entity in the realms of hell. You can go through all the depths of hell. There's nothing down that motherfucker, including Beelzebub himself, that can fuck with a scorned woman. And most of us have been dealing with scorned women all of our lives. But as men, we're starting to wake up, right? We're starting to, I ain't even gonna say wake up. We're starting to accept the reality. We're starting to accept that it is what it is. As much as we love women, as much as we love our women, as much as we want to see them change and do well with it, the majority of them ain't no hope for them. There's no hope. They gotta die out for this new generation of women to rise up that's tired of the bullshit. See, we went through our era, right, of self-hate, putting a conch in your hair and the perms and the S curls and all that shit and bleaching your skin and all, you know what I'm saying? We went through our self-hate era, even the gangster rap, all that shit. We went through it. They still going through their era, right, of self-hate. But the damage, right, that has been done, it's gonna take generations to fix this shit. It's gonna take generations. And if they don't take accountability, guess what? Nothing will ever change. That's the only way change can start, is by taking accountability. And since they refuse to take accountability, no change will happen. You have men, right,
and this is nothing new. It's been going on, but it's happening in mass now. You have men that basically are delineating. I guess you say that they're going to foreign countries to find women, to find wives, to find girlfriends, to find love. That's how bad it is. That the average man, right, feels the need to get a passport and go to a whole nother continent to find a wife. As big as the United States is, they'd rather just go to a whole nother country. Because it's like, what's the point of traveling all over the US, right? Knowing the dynamic, knowing the mentality, knowing the atmosphere here. What's the point of doing that, right? When I know for a fact I can go to Thailand and get a wife. I know for a fact I can go to Colombia and get a wife. I know for a fact I can go here or there, wherever, and I can find a decent woman that's going to get on my program. These women can't go to foreign countries and ain't nobody looking for them. Who is coming to America to marry these women? In droves. Who is getting passports and visas to come here to find an American wife? Don't worry, I'll wait. We have the most undesirable women in the world. Nobody wants them, and they know it. And they still refuse to take accountability. I know I ain't shit, but you should just accept me. Like, what? I know I ain't got shit to offer you, nigga, but you should still just deal with me. It's like, what? What the fuck? No. Because they don't do that. They don't just deal with men because it's oh, well, I just accept him for who? No, hell no. They always trying to change us. For their benefit. Not for our benefit, for their benefit. So this is what I mean when I say it stems from childhood, right? It stems from childhood. Exactly, Tony. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, bro. We got enough. We got the whole world at our throats, day in and day out, 24/7. These other nations are confederate against us. The whole world is trying to kill us, destroy us, rob us, rape us, finesse us. We at war, mentally, physically, and spiritually, right? We at war. Who the fuck got time to come home? I've been out fighting the whole world all day. I come home, put my shield and buckler down and my sword, and this is my kingdom. This is the one place on the planet, right, that I can let my guard down and feel at peace. And I ain't even got peace here. Soon as the key hit the door. You ain't take the trash out. I asked you to the point you just walk right the fuck back out. You know what? Fuck it. I'd rather be out here deal with the world. I'd rather go out here in this chaotic, crazy ass world and deal with that than to go the fuck home. The Bible says it is best to live on the roof of a house or the court of a roof of a house than to deal with a contentious woman. I'm telling you, Proverbs be tearing their ass up. The whole book of Proverbs be tearing their ass up. The whole Bible really. Tearing their ass up. Now, I'm not a Christian, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, if it apply, let it fly. Tony stupid. He said, I know I ain't itch, but I'm cute. And that's the mentality, Tony, in a nutshell. That's basically what it is. I look good. So regardless, my look should make up for my lack of personality. My look should make up for my lack of accountability. My look should make up for my lack of nurturing and loving and all my issues and baggage that I come with. I look so good that you should just deal with it. Who came up with that dumb shit? This just shows you that they're children. Because the way you look has nothing to, I don't give a fuck what you look like. A bitch is a bitch and a hoe is a hoe. An ain't shit bitch is still an ain't shit bitch. I don't give a fuck. You can be the baddest bitch on the planet. If your character ain't right, bitch, I'm not fucking with you. This is why they get the caliber of men that they get, the options that they have. This is why they end up with those type of men. Because the men that they are attracted to, the men that they want to be with, don't want them back. They'll fuck you. but they'll never cuff you. They'll never marry you. They'll never commit to you because there's nothing to commit to. What can a at the end of the day, y'all, and we be honest, what can a woman give a man that's higher than a child? There's nothing that a woman can give me, right? That's higher than giving me, bringing forth life. Let me put my seed in you so I can bring forth life, and my legacy, my bloodline, my pedigree can continue on. And you're willing to give me that without commitment? That means you don't respect yourself. I've heard so many women say, "Oh yeah, so wait a minute, your baby father, yeah, but he wasn't shit. He ain't marriage material. He ain't marriage. So he's not marriage material, but he's baby daddy material. You'll have a baby with him, but you won't marry him." This is why I say when you really listen to the shit that they be saying, it's like it makes no fucking sense. And they know it makes no fucking sense. But like I said, accountability, because they run from accountability, even though I know what just came out of my mouth makes no fucking sense and was dumb as fuck, I still have to stand on it. Because I can't deal with the ridicule. I can't deal with, we got to bring shame back. We got to bring shame back. Yeah, what if the guy don't want children? Because that's a lot of them's problem. You got baby daddies, you got 3-4 children. Like ain't nobody trying to. Who the fuck? That's super simp. You think I'm about to come in here and clean up your mess? Bitch, you better get back. Especially if you got one baby father. Oh yeah, I got 2 children, one man. Well, you better get back with that nigga. The fuck? You expect me to come in here, and it's the thing, you'll never have full control over that situation. Even if the biological father is not in the children's life, right? That woman will never let you do what you need to do to raise those children the right way as if they were yours, because they're not yours. So if you try to discipline them, you try to correct them. Don't be talking to my child. Don't put your hands on my child. Oh, well, bitch, don't put your hands on my fucking wallet. Don't put your hands on my money. Don't ask me for shit. Anything dealing with, they're your children. They're yours. I'm not spending no time with them. I'm not picking them up from school. I'm not giving them no words of wisdom, no advice, no attention. I'm not playing with them. I'm not giving them no money for lunch, for school. None of that shit, because they're not mine. Because to give me all the responsibility over your children that aren't mine with none of the fucking what's the word I'm looking for? With none of the authority, that's slavery. I have no say so, but I have all the responsibility. That's slavery. That's servitude. That woman will never respect you. And the fact that she even asks you or expects you to put yourself in that situation shows how she feels about you or how she views you. And then they try to trick us in it, like manipulate, like, bitch, you sound dumb as shit. And these simp ass, bitch ass niggas on these podcasts be getting on my fucking nerves. They just, and these niggas, yeah, I'm telling y'all, this shit but this is modern men. They sit up and listen to this shit. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking? But you don't ever think that, like, well, I feel like, bitch, nobody care what you feel. I feel like if you was a real man, then you wouldn't have a problem. Well, I'm not a real man. Then that shit don't work on me. I know who the fuck I am. And this is the dynamic that's out there now, is that this is why women are getting frustrated, right? Because once a man knows his worth, once he knows his value, once he knows that he's an asset, he not putting up with your bullshit. See, if I don't want to fuck you, your words mean nothing to me. There's nothing that you can say out of your mouth that will get any type of emotional response out of me, because I know you're a piece of shit and you're trying to manipulate me. The fact that you're so low value that you even think that you have to manipulate me to get what you want out of me shows me the type of person that you are and the character that you have. Because if you were a woman of value, well, you wouldn't even be in this situation. You'd be happily married, living your best life. But you're not. Why? Because you're trash. And you know you're trash. But and that's the women I respect. The women that can be honest. The women that, yeah, I know I'm a piece of shit. Yeah, I know I'm a hoe. Yeah, I know I'm this now. I don't give a fuck. This me. I respect that. I respect that because now it gives the man the opportunity. If let's say he green, right? And he dealing with a broad, you know, she ran through whatever, she running the street, she wild, she want them, you know what I'm saying, little thought pockets and shit. And she keep it 100 with him. Now he has a choice to make. He can either continue dealing with this bitch or he can move the fuck around. So at that point, and this is what women need to start doing, and men, at that point, now what you're doing, you're giving that person the opportunity to say, you know what, either I can continue dealing with this person and just take what comes along with this, or I can move the fuck around. Now, if they decide to stick it out, I don't want to hear shit. Nothing that I say or do should ever be an issue because I told you what it was from jump. Nothing I say or do should ever be an issue. Even if it is an issue to you, don't bring it to me. You better hold that shit the fuck in. I don't know what, go outside and scream, holler, punch something. I don't know, but bitch, don't bring that shit to me because I told you what it was from jump. Now, if everybody did that, it would alleviate all this bullshit. But everybody playing games. Niggas playing games, these bitches playing games. Because they ain't shit. And when you have nothing to offer but dick or pussy, you have to present yourself in a way to make your target, right? Your victim, right? Your trick, think that, oh, I got something here. This is something of value. And I'm gonna tell you what they do. They try to take as much as they can because they know eventually you gonna figure it out. Because they game weak as fuck. Now you got some of these bitches, they game tight. They'll be with a motherfucker 10, 15, 20 years before they make they play. You see what I'm saying? Which is crazy to me. It's like, how do you fake loving somebody and building with somebody when you know what your goal or what your plan was from jump was to fuck them over? That's next level witchcraft. That's used a whole different type of demon. It's no way in hell that I can pretend to love a woman and care for her for years, knowing that I'm just with this bitch for a come up. Oh, I can't stand this bitch. I'm telling you, as soon as this bitch die, I'm out. Collecting this insurance policy money, I'm out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set her up and get her knocked off. Because this shit is happening, y'all. And this is another thing too, just for the fellas. If your bitch watches ID at all, nigga, run. If your bitch or a bitch you think about dealing with watches the ID channel, run. Leave her the fuck alone. Leave it. I'm not even gonna go into details of why I said that. If you know, you know. If your bitch watch the ID channel, nigga, run. You need to leave that bitch fuck alone. You might need to move to another state, change your name and some more shit, get a restraining order. She might get around that shit if she watching the ID channel. But I'm just telling you, like, leave them bitches the fuck alone. Them bitches is fully destroyed, and it's either you or another nigga. They trying to do some shit too, and they trying to figure out how to get away with it. Leave their ass the fuck alone. I'm telling you from experience. Leave them alone. Leave them the fuck alone. How I got away with it? Like, why would you even have a show like that? It's a lot of shows, y'all, by me dealing with women that I've seen and that I know about, and you can tell the show is fully catered and centered around women, right? Because it's like, no, what man would watch this shit? But yeah, if she watched the ID channel, y'all, like, yeah, cut her the fuck off. Leave her the fuck alone. That bitch crazy. She crazy. She gonna be on some misery type shit. Yeah, movie Misery. Thank you, Tony. I couldn't think of the other network. That's Tony, you been on point today, bro. I tell you, look, we locked in. We locked in because you on the other live, you was finishing with breaking up shit. My brain, I'm tired. Lifetime. If they watch Lifetime, so Lifetime and ID, them type of women, leave them the fuck alone. I'm telling y'all, from experience, leave them alone. Leave them the fuck alone. Then maybe you like that. Maybe you like, you know what I'm saying? Waking up to you know, guns to your face, knives, you know. If you like that crazy shit, hey, you know, good luck. That's all I can say. Good luck. Yep, Lifetime and ID. Lead them where they at. Lead them where they at. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out with me. You almost at that hour mark. So I'm hungry, y'all. I'm about to grab me something to eat, whip it up real quick. Enjoy the rest of my night. Y'all should do the same. Tony, appreciate you, bruh. Dre, I don't know if you're still in here. Salute. Everybody watching, man. Enjoy your night. Be safe. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Peace.
Oh, you thought I was a simp, huh? Bitch, found out a nigga been a pimp, huh? Bitch, oh, you late this month on rent,